There it is. We're a few minutes behind. And we wasn't here last week, but we ain't worried about none of that because it's the Literally Anything podcast. Podcast for the people. Welcome as always 3 times. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yeah, it was off last week. Had the senior prom for my school. Youngins came out, did it big. They all looked good. None of the young ladies were overly thottish. They were like respectable. So the event went off great. It was nice to see them celebrate their senior year. I've been with the majority of them since their sophomore year.
Yeah, that long
now? yeah, believe it or not. So but either way, it was very good to just have that little bit of fun with them and celebrate their achievements and so on and so forth. So that was dope. But we here. Big Shadi in the house with us from we got that RCN together this week. Shadi's on the feed.
As long as it don't storm. Stop just through, but just bear with
the forecast looks clear so far. So yeah, we good.
Okay.
My main man D Hood, hey bitch, I'm attractive. My man.
Why you say it so hard?
Huh?
Why you say it so hard?
Because that's how it feels like you wanted it to be said, bro. You wanted it to be calm. Hey, bitch, I'm attractive.
Hey, yeah, you did it. You did it that time.
Yeah, thank
you. Weird.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, I'm attractive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Like I'm stroking my beard.
My guy D Hood's on here with us. Rob Riley really will be joining us in just a few minutes. He is running a little bit late, but Rob will be on here with us. So we will have a 4-part panel this evening. That's what we're doing. As always, we start the show with hot takes. Haven't been here in a couple weeks, so I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 really good hot takes. I got one that's going to be I don't know how it's going to be received, but we'll deal that when I get to it. But as always, bro, I like to start with you, especially when you feeling like this because you lose your train of thought so quick. So tell us what's on your mind, my guy.
All right. Kendrick dropped last week. Top tier.
It's a great album. I'm gonna give you something that's gonna piss you off though, just so you know. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I'm gonna let you get your shit off first.
It's a great album. But hey, bro, them 2 songs could come up off there, bro.
Which two?
Them 2, you know what I'm talking. Them 2 songs, bro. It's not like not delete them. I'm not saying delete them. Like I think both songs are very necessary. But I think both songs can stand alone on their own.
Okay.
Like I think they should be like the heart part, whatever. You know what I mean? Like album, like the single cover.
So for like people who don't know, give context though, because I don't want somebody to hear this and now have no clue what you're talking about. Give context.
Right. So there's 2 songs on the album. There's a song that sounds very much like if you set a mic up in my house growing up and you just hit record, very reminiscent of what my childhood sounded like.
Okay.
That fuck you nigga, fuck you bitch, nah, fuck you nigga, fuck like that Jody and Yvette shit, like going back. I think it's very necessary for the culture. I think it's a story that definitely needs to be told. I think that definitely needs to be loved, valued, appreciated, right. and just is needed. It is needed. But I don't know if I want to listen to that every playthrough, and I don't know that a skip does it. Like hearing that initial intro, that skip doesn't do it justice to what that means to me. Like what that
I was about to say, but you might resonate with that song differently than other people though. And you got to take that into account when you judge it.
Yeah.
It might hit you very differently. And it might hit somebody else like, oh, that's just a song. Like everybody's not going to get what you got out of it. But I got another point. Go with your second. Give context on the other song that could have been left off.
The Auntie's Diary song.
Okay. And why do you think that?
I think it's selfish. I think so many people, and this isn't like a joking point. Like so many people have these stories, and so many people speak to these truths, And I thought it was beautiful going into it. I thought it was a beautiful song. I thought it was a beautiful song initially. I still think it's a beautiful song, but I think the stance is selfish because he went through this whole entire thing, told these two beautiful stories, and told that spoke to his own ignorance when dealing with the subject of having a LGBTQIA plus family member, and like how that interaction kind of happens, and like what it's like they don't really mess with me anymore because I'm ignorant. I've said these words X, Y, and Z. So I'm like, oh, that's not like just acknowledging my previous ignorance. Cool. And then the song's going along, and then it gets to his cousin, whatever, continues on through that story, beautiful story. And then he ties it back to him having that girl on stage. So for context, almost 10 years ago, Kendrick had a white girl on stage, let her perform Good Kid, Mad City. He stopped the whole entire show, told her that she can't say the N-word. She said she didn't realize that she had said it. I'm pretty sure she ended up suing him and winning because like that was a sucker move. Like, and people acknowledge that. Like the girl definitely shouldn't have said it, but don't put her in that position for her to feel like she's cool enough to
even make that decision.
Put a sister up there. Right. Sister down and know the lyrics. Like, you know what I mean? So for him to take these two beautiful stories, fact or fiction, we don't know.
Right. Regardless of what they were.
And then to tie it back to how he felt when he let that white girl say nigga, or like, oh, I didn't realize that faggot was such a bad word because a white, like I thought that was just tasteless. And that's after a couple of playthroughs.
Okay, I can see that. I don't know if that does it. I think maybe that verse could be left off of that song. The song's necessary. I understand what you're saying about the verse though. I think maybe he even could have did an entire track to his feeling on that situation.
On that, that's cool.
He could have separated the two. I agree with that. I'm going to tell you my critique of this album. If I wake up on a Saturday morning and I'm about to clean my crib, I don't want to listen to that shit he's saying.
No,
me, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking. That's not.
That hold on. Wait, can I tell you why? I'm not chastising you. I'm not chastising you at all.
Well, I mean, I'm a grown ass man, dog.
I know.
Opinion. You're not chastising me.
But I thought, because I genuinely thought that this is like an adult contemporary hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought this was you know what I mean? Like a grown man album with like grown man vibes. And I usually like the fuck shit. So I thought this is like some shit that should be played in Left's car. Like, cause nigga got a long ass 15-foot Cadillac with, you know what I mean, with two engines. So like I feel like it should, like Panky should play this. I shouldn't want to listen to these songs this much. And the fact, because like even the two songs that I was just talking about, I go back to I do, like at times I do.
I mean, listen. So here's the real funny part, right? You know how you always give me the speech of like Future's a vibe, like you gotta have like certain. When I'm in that rapping space, too, I don't really want I don't want to have to think about what I'm listening to. I want to just be able to sing along with that shit or catch the vibe and do what I'm doing because examining the music isn't my goal. Hold on for 1 second. We got the good brother Rob Riley really in the building.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Yo, bro. All right. So quick reset. Shadi. This is Rob. I don't think you two have been on the show together, although you both have been on multiple shows. So Rob is sitting in with us. Hood hit me at the last second, Rob. So your guy's with you today. So, you know, I know y'all vibe well. Shit gets wild when y'all two get in the building.
Shit. You know, what did I say before we started?
You said this was going to be one of them ones. No.
I forgot Rob was going to be on here.
Yo, so Shadi, last time Rob was here, I don't know what happened to the conversation, but we somehow got into the discussion of Candace Owens having real good coochie. I don't know how this happened.
I know she
swear.
I know she do.
It went way off.
I know she do.
And somehow or another, we got into the quality of Candace Owens' coochie. Let me not say we. They did.
Yeah, to be fair.
More
Can I explain the rationale?
Go ahead. You can rewind that just so. Okay. Yeah.
Real quick. So the reason why, because every nigga we ever seen her step out with don't be a nigga. Like it ain't never black, right? I seen him step out with like one black person ever. So like that tells me that like not many niggas been in there. So like her shit not ran through at all. And she talk enough shit and she's smart enough where she back it up and she stand on her shit. Like she be letting her nuts sing. So I know it's viscous in there. Like it feel like you. Yeah, it's like when you go like scuba diving and you discover a cave and you get out and it's like dry but it's moist in there. Like that's her every day. And when you taste
less than 12 minutes in and we've had the word moist said already. That is a show.
It don't even hit the back of your throat, and that's afterward. I'm telling you.
The fact that you know, like
and on the wake up too, because wake up coochie and on the afterward coochie is very similar.
Yeah, wake up coochie is unmatched. Like that rollover, oh man.
No. Roll Saturday morning rollover coochie is. Why you come out here?
Saturday morning.
You know you ain't got nowhere to go after that. Like anytime you could do that and just stay there. When you do that and then gotta go to work, it's not always the greatest day.
Bro, I'm
like if being honest.
Listen, babe.
Before you say something, read this. Read this.
Right.
Good. Read this before you say anything to her, because she already commented.
Babe, listen. I got the elixir, bro.
Oh man,
Veronica, I apologize in advance.
So listen,
Rob, we gotta do a song. That shit gonna be so spicy.
Yes. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Rob gonna give us all these pyramid raps, and I'm gonna twerk on the pyramid.
Yo, I'm going to twerk on the pyramid. That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
All right, so real quick recap what you missed, Rob. Guy was giving, we in hot takes. Hood started. Basically, we was on Kendrick album. I said that I love the album, but I would not clean my house on Saturday morning to it because it's just not that kind of album to me. But Hood disagrees. He feels like that's the kind, like you should be listening to adult contemporary music when you clean your house. And that's where he categorizes this album, adult contemporary music.
Yeah, I feel like this, that, like you don't know nothing about this boy. Like it's grown folk music. Like that's it's grown folk music. Like that's really how I feel.
For the young lady in the room, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
It's right there.
All right, y'all. Thanks. Have a good night.
Yo, that's the second time I just left the program.
No, but this time this nigga really left.
I'm just playing with you. I'm Shadi.
Oh, yo, but
Shadi, right?
Nice to meet you guys.
All right, yeah, it's wonderful to meet you. What was your take on this album?
We didn't even get to Shadi yet.
No,
I need your take before I say anything. I want to hear a female. I don't like saying female. Maybe that sounds weird, but I would like to hear a woman's perspective. I have not heard a woman's perspective on this album yet.
Shadi, have you listened to it?
No.
That's probably why I'm never going to hear a woman's perspective. No woman I know has listened to this shit, and I think they should listen to this.
Babe, she listened to it.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, she in the house.
She be in the car too. She be in the car.
Yeah, I'm sure she didn't.
She
didn't want to listen to it. She didn't have a choice.
Yeah, she's heard it now. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. She didn't have no option
at all.
How you like
that?
Nigga
wiping baseboard down to like, yeah.
The album. She said the album makes her want to be toxic.
Yes.
Wow.
Yo,
I can see why.
Can I tell y'all?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So, all right, so KP. All right, so Kev has been to my house. He's been to my house. Shadi has not, but she's heard about my house.
It's a beautiful, wealthy-looking dwelling. Go ahead.
She said dwelling. Okay. That's how I know that shit is lit.
So Rob, now you know. Now you know the vibe.
Yes, I know you live in you dwell.
Yeah. There's a feng shui, but I keep it original. There's definitely an ashy couch involved.
Okay.
He hoods it up enough to where, like, if you don't really know him, you might be like, all right, boy, all right. But like, if you came in unless you came in the building blindfolded, you know he rich because it's wood panel elevators and a doorman.
What?
Anyway, go ahead. I digress.
Wait, the 90% of the tenants here are what?
You know,
old white people.
Yeah,
old
white folks.
So there's perspective. There's
But
a porch,
go ahead
there's
with
a
the
porch
story,
truck
bro.
outside. So I'm in the car late night doing my aromatherapy, and I'm sitting there. I'm listening.
My
to
wife
the
calls
album.
it internal sage.
Oh yeah. I ain't even. Yeah,
That is
I
a
like
beautiful
I
term.
like
Like she
that,
coined that. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
no, I like that.
Your wife is knighted for that. So I'm sitting in the car. I get to the fuck you nigga, nah, fuck you bitch, nah, fuck you nigga, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was like, this shit hard, like this, and this is like the first car playthrough. This shit hard as fuck. And I'm like, damn, this shit toxic, shit hard, and I was like, damn, this shit kind of loud. I was like, man, no, it's not. I get to like damn near the end, and I so like sometimes I'll just turn the dial just a little bit to see what level is on. My nigga, it's like 2:00 in the morning. That shit was on 36, bro. My shit only go to 38.
My shit go to 42. So I know anytime you go over 35, it's high. Yeah.
Yo, that shit was dumb, loud. And I was like, damn, now I think about it. When they first started cussing, I just saw lights just come on. I was like, I think people probably was like looking off their balcony, like,
Yeah.
They thought you was in some shit. Like, that's how intense that record was. Imagine dropping your kid off to school in second grade, right? And I just let the album play, and it's not as loud. Like in the car, is about like maybe 18 or 19, not as loud.
oh, Tory Lanez volumes.
The shit comes on, and I'm like just driving. I forget that my daughter is in the car with me. Because she's usually like on her phone or whatever and not paying me any attention. All of a sudden, I don't hear anything from her phone. And it's fuck you nigga, fuck you bitch, da, 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 da. And I'm like, wow. So I look in the rear view and she's like,
she looked like, Dad, what the fuck, bro?
By that time, the record had already played. So what I did was I did the Black Father thing and said, oh, that's bullshit. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. You ain't gotta worry about that ever, because
that ain't gonna happen in your house.
It ain't never gonna happen. This is all a fake.
I ain't
This
gonna
is
say
a ruse.
Nigga, hey, whatever going in this house.
that toxic nigga shit. Whatever going in this house, stay in this house.
Hey, yo.
That's why all these
don't go up there telling them people that shit.
That's why these hurt niggas won't go to therapy now.
That is the conversation you have to have with your kids.
That's
don't
why
be telling all these white people this shit, because they gonna
that
take
is really
you.
why we got so many hurt niggas out here that will not go talk to nobody.
No, because we had that
shit
conversation
since they was 4 years old. Don't you tell nobody what's going in this house.
white people this shit.
Tell them white people our business.
I'm gonna give them a reason to take you. Watch.
As far as my take on the album, I've listened to it about a record for me is like 3 times now. I'm personally not cleaning up to that because it's like so much to process.
Right.
And I still don't have a solid like score or anything on it because I'm still processing it.
Right.
And I listened to the Black Star album. I listened to that, and I listened to what's his name? Black Thought's new single. So that's a lot
going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going
I'm not
on.
cleaning up to no Black Star either. I don't be wanting to hear them fucking pointed hat raps.
First off, we're not going to disrespect Mos Def on this show. We're not going to do that.
Bro, he's one of my. No.
I disagree with you though.
Hold on.
Let me finish my goddamn point. Listen, I'm not telling you I disagree with you, but we're not going to do the slander of Mos Def.
But if I would have said the same thing about Future about having like dummy ass raps, niggas would have let that shit fly.
There's
2 kings.
You said what?
I apologize for coming in. I should have said out, right?
It's too
this guy
I'm a genre for sure.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I don't know what's in that guy.
Hey.
Anyway,
I'm gonna mind my beige own business during
my beige
business. We're not trying to compare Future to Mos Def. You didn't even let me. I didn't say that you were wrong. Black Star is the same type of shit that's on that Kendrick album. You got to digest it. So I don't agree with you, but we're not going to have Future and Mos Def comparisons.
That's we're weird.
Not doing that. We're just not doing that, bro. No.
That's absolutely wrong.
I'm not comparing that to fucking nothing Mos Def ever did.
I will write a 20-page thesis on this.
You said what?
I will write a 20-page thesis on this.
Please do. And I want Professor Lupe to tell you ain't shit. We gonna go to MIT and let him read your thesis, and then we gonna tell you ain't shit together.
And you want to know what? And I'm like, nigga, you play Tekken, okay? All right.
Anyway.
We got Mos Def slander. We got Tekken slander. How y'all been?
Hey man, we here. Big Shadi. Let me hear something from you, Shadi.
You go next, because y'all was. Let me get something in me.
Hey, I got that bird dog. Shadi got that bird dog. I seen it.
You already know what I'm about to say. She said, "Get some." You already know what I'm about to say.
You talking about Herman?
Look. Stop playing with my man. My man be piping his shit up. Like,
oh my God. What?
Stop playing with him. Like, Herman, nigga, put your foot down, nigga.
My man Herman is in the building. He's not
take that
officially in the building, but we fuck with Herman.
See that painting? Take that painting down, nigga. Put King Tut up there.
You know what's funny? I told him I wanted a new picture for my birthday. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, where you want to put it at? I'm like, over my bed. He like, take a picture of mine and put that over your bed.
I like Herman.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
Because he's knocking the nooks and crannies off.
That shit that big.
Wait a minute. Time out. Wait. You always take it too far. Like, we be in one space, and my nigga put the rocket pack on and go to 17 spaces down the block and be like, y'all still with me, right? No, nigga, we not. Like, you always take it too far.
Yo.
Damn, I never met a nigga
this is why I don't turn down an invite to this show.
I thought Rob was like, this is why I'll ask to come that much.
Jesus Christ, man, you just always like my nigga. Anyway,
it's a hard life to live. I ain't gonna
So on my hot take scene, because we are 22 minutes in and we ain't talked about shit but Kendrick and whatever this nigga's talking about.
Honestly, me going through menopause. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Would it be womenopause for us since it's menopause for women?
That actually would be a more accurate. Yeah, I like that.
Womenopause. Forehead hot.
This nigga's on the side destroying his platter. I don't know what he's eating over there.
Betty tacos.
That's literally like once a month the selection. If we do 4 shows, you eating them tacos, one of them. 1 out of 4 for sure. It's tacos, wings, and the other 2 is like it could be hit or miss. But 1 is wings, 1 is tacos. Every 4 episodes, like clockwork. Since season 2 started, this nigga don't miss. Like, he don't
miss.
Wow, no.
But he also has been expecting, or him and his woman are expecting as a unit, I should say.
Yeah.
Since that time, so he also been eating way different. My nigga,
I'm fat as shit right now.
You crushed the 10-pack of Capri Suns in less than an hour on this program before.
But I've been such a dad lately. Like, I really needed to feel like I was a set. Like when I used to be in them rooms eating them fruit snacks. That's how I wanted to feel.
I used to be in the rooms. Yo, I love the battle rap references in them rooms, indeed. So listen, right? Here's my hot take. And this may come off a little. Somebody gonna take personal offense to this look, and I don't give a fuck because it's my show. I'm here to talk my shit and do what I gotta do and say what I gotta say.
Yep. I'm getting nervous.
While I am not mad at the style, please listen to what I'm saying. Okay. What'd you say?
I said this nigga almost got me fired once at work. I was like, what's up?
I'm not mad at the style. Listen to where I'm going with this. I get that fashion changes and things are different. What I am mad at is the moniker attached to the style. If you are a grown-ass man, there's no way you should be comfortable with people telling you you have on Hoochie Daddy shorts. It's the spiciest, it's so fucking weird, bro. And dudes are embracing this shit. Like, I'm seeing posts like, got on my Hoochie Daddies. What? No, we don't do that. We are adult, grown-ass men. It's bad enough you got your whole ass thigh out with these shorts. Yeah. Again, I'm not tripping off of that, though. Styles change. But you're not going to run around and expect me to be cool with you calling yourself a Hoochie Daddy.
But okay. The style of man has changed also. So the gear...
This is my age doing that, though, Sean. What's the excuse?
That's what they acting like.
Listen, man.
They don't make men no more. They stopped that. That's why they wearing what they wearing and acting how they acting.
Listen,
man, y'all ain't gonna do that because those niggas with Jerry Curls doing Sherm with beaded shirts and shit.
with the tanks.
Yo,
tanks out
the tanks and the gloves and the gloves.
Love to go to like the world class wrecking crew era and talk about
that.
Niggas is 60 now, bro.
That will splice yo. No, it's shot. May I ask, like, what age realm are you in?
Herman is 46.
Okay, so that 60-year-old nigga could be Herman's grandfather, right? And then women today be thinking about how their grandfather be these dapper ass niggas. Nah, your grandfather was smoking Sherm and cutting rap songs. Not yours.
I'm trying to tell you that regardless of all of that, today in this age, for adult men to be okay with, like, literally, like, I've seen like 150 posts this week, bro. My cousin put up a post and she blocked my uncle. This is the funniest shit in the world. My uncle went to the gym. Look, Unc went to the gym and was like, got gains in my Hoochie Daddy shorts, and she blocked him. And I'm proud of her. God damn it.
Because she has boundaries
like,
that were clearly crossed.
She literally said, is her quote, "It's the zestiest shit I ever heard in my life."
There it is.
When other
Super
adult
zesty.
women are calling you zesty for something you refer to yourself as a man, you should really take a minute to think about proceeding with this trend that you're riding on.
That's what it is. It's a trend. People know that they get looks from the hashtag probably. So everybody is going to jump on it, even if they don't. I think even if they don't believe in it, and that's all it is. Just is like a trend, like it. But I'm sure by the end of this summer, or by the end of the summer, it'll probably be over. Like,
it's not.
You hope so, but I mean that should be sticking. This is been having hot girl summers for 6 summers straight now. Like, shit ain't
women. All these boy butts, these BBs. If I see another boy butt,
a boy butt
on these
boy butt, that's
a boy
funny.
butt
on a nigga.
On anybody, man.
On anybody.
I mean, I would have to get a BB to wear the Hoochie Daddy shorts, right?
Look, he was like, yo, hold up, that sounds like a good deal.
Listen, man. Like I said,
I'm trying to allocate funds in my head to this. Like,
if I can move this around, and I might
move something around.
I can get a BB.
Do we?
Yo, that's hilarious.
Like,
everything is a boy butt.
Yeah, you know what? And I agree with you because we've been just driving. We've seen people coming from like Wawa and shit. Like, I'm like, if you had the money to do the BBL and all that, why are you shopping at Family Dollar with me? Why?
Yo, but that's real though. But that's honestly, that's just a larger issue of the the priorities discussion that we have with people sometimes.
But listen, me and you shouldn't be in the same aisle getting toilet paper at Family Dollar. If you saved up enough to get a BBL, I don't think we should be in the same space. I don't think so.
But at the same time, some of them BBLs is DR purchased, and they be fucking in them airports in recovery. Like if you go somewhere,
they be sitting up on a fucking plane like this.
Yeah, all tough, beat the fuck up. Look, crazy. Look, bro. Why in the world would you go somewhere to get surgery where their idea of recovery is to put your ass in a wheelchair and roll you to the airport? That's
right.
They be like, free transportation, bitch. I hope,
right.
Make sure I don't die when I get to that bitch.
Yo, like,
I'm going to put butt on something. That is a great term.
Yeah, great term. Yeah, but like fellas, come on, have some self-respect for yourself. It's like, again, wear your shorts. Get them in every fucking color of the rainbow, but don't you dare refer to yourself as a hoochie daddy.
Right.
Don't refer to yourself as no goddamn hoochie daddy. I do not respect that shit. It's not okay. It's not. Hey, and you know what? And fuck that. I'm gonna call him out. Left put that shit on one of his posts this week. You too, Left. You fucking too, Left. You were part of this, nigga. Don't say that shit no more. Yes, let's fair. Yeah, I get him. I can't wait to tie his ass up.
But
he put up a post about that shit.
But you gotta, at least for me, because I'm gonna check my own implicit bias at all times, right?
Right.
What I'm gonna do is, you know me, for like 3 summers straight, not even 3, like maybe like 2 summers straight, I was riding around listening to Meg Thee Stallion in the car on like 9. So like I ain't gonna be loud about it. I ain't gonna throw it up there. But like in the crib, nigga, when I look at these thighs, I'm a hoochie daddy. I ain't gonna be out about it. I ain't fucking no bitches. Yo, I ain't out here
this
like
nigga
I ain't
said
trying,
when I look at these legs.
Yeah, like
these thighs. That's what he said.
Oh, these thighs, my bad. Yeah, specifically. These thighs. That's hilarious.
He put a Z on it, possessed me. These thighs.
Sometimes, like, because, like, for real, I don't even know. I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't know if I'll be feeling good about myself or whatever. But I be having to, like, really, like, tell myself, nigga, you put that motherfucking shit together, my nigga. Like, so I be having to tell myself, whatever, like, you a bad bitch and whatever, because I really need to feel this confident when I step out the crib. Like, every time
it's your self-empowerment. I get that. Fuck
yeah,
that.
like, so for all that, I'm a hoochie daddy. Like, nigga,
you're about to have a child. So at some point, that has to end because the kid's going to be there.
No, it don't.
And that goes to the door with his.
Not going to stop.
I stay in my lane, but I also stay in my lane.
He's going to be able to separate the two, but he's not going to stop that.
We got to see the baby. We got to see the baby.
Stop. You ain't never seen me nowhere, and you looked at me and was like, oh yeah, this nigga look ridiculous. You ain't never seen that.
No, I've never seen the dad who's shorts either. So I'm sure.
All my shorts, Kev, aren't all my shorts short?
Oh no, bro, he been on the wave.
I've been doing it for years.
That ain't new for him. He been on that wave.
Years.
Now I have this image in my head of Hood burping a baby at the door with some fucking hoochie daddy shorts.
My nigga. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Yo, that shit is crazy. No, but like I said, get them, make them trunks, make them basketball shorts, cargos, whatever fucking style. Except don't you buy. Wait a minute, time out. Don't you buy no little slim ass denim shorts looking like a little weird ass farmer. Don't do that. No, that's not okay. We going not do that.
Looking like Incredible Hulk mid transition.
I was around a lot of Puerto Ricans last summer, so I did that with the braids.
So I did that
with the braids, and I had some low top Jordans for a little second too. I ain't gonna hold you.
The first step is acknowledging it.
Yeah, and listen, look, he came right to the forefront with it. Like, listen, I don't want nobody to call me out later, but I'm gonna say where I was doing that.
Yeah, I was doing that. I still got them too.
Respect. We are 34 minutes in. This is the Literally Anything podcast for the people. My main man, Rob Riley, really, D Hood, aka, hey bitch, I'm attractive. He told me to say it soft.
I just read that.
He told me to say it soft, not too hard. Big Shadi in the house. Shadi, what's up? We ain't heard nothing from you yet. Shadi, what you got for us?
I'm sorry, Shadi. I'll shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Hood came at me earlier, so I don't know.
How was your week? How about that, Shadi? Let's go there. How was your week? We no one was here last week.
weekend's been okay. Just waiting for school to end. School just needs to be over.
I agree with that. It's high time for us educational workers to have a break right now.
If you feel like I came back, I did not mean that.
No, not like that. Come on, Hood. We better than that.
All right. I was about to say. All right. I'm real emotional these days.
That's what I said. He on high sensitive.
It's that time.
Yeah, I'm on my period.
Okay.
My
That's a good. I gotta use that. I'm good.
Yo, I don't know how it's something about the show. I just be coming up with them. Like, yeah.
Brother Rob, I know you jumped in the middle of some goofy shit. You got a hot take or anything specific you like to get off your chest before we get into the show itself?
No, I really want to go ahead and get into the show because I feel like I'm the disruptor. I feel like when I came in here,
this entire shit is disrupted, bro. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. If it wasn't you, it would have been something else. Don't worry about that. It would have happened regardless.
Right.
But real quick, shout out to Rob. Rob does what's the name of your joint on Wednesday that you do on IG?
The call and response show.
Call and response show. Yes, that shit is fire, and people really be wilding. It's on IG Live. If y'all not following Rob Riley, really, please go do so now.
People be wilding on there.
What's the call and response?
It's his show that he has on Instagram. It's every Wednesday, right?
Yes, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. It's a show for. It's kind of like a show for people to get they midweek aggressions out and ask all kinds of crazy questions and get crazy responses. And it just goes off the rails. Hood, you would love it.
Like, I'm about to say, it's your type of party, bro. It really is.
I don't know. I do be liking to be the only nigga there sometimes, but I'm gonna check it out. Now, but you know what's wild though? Like I thought like you was a comic, like you don't really around fuck shit, but like nigga, you like the fuck shit.
Because you know what? I'm what my wife would call ratchet adjacent, right? I'm here and I love it, but I gotta stay here sometime to kind of, you know what I mean, get my shit off.
You wanna know what? Because Rob want to fight me to find out, but like we never like Rob want to see. Like I could tell now. Like I know the look, nigga. I love you too much. We're not even gonna find out. But Rob want to know. Yo, look, you want to know what? Because I guarantee you, if we in one of them rooms and I like the rooms, because Rob gonna whisper in my ear, I want to know. Have you ever seen the rain? Like he gonna mean it. I swear, nigga.
Oh my god!
I don't know what the fuck is being discussed right now.
Almost got me
confused.
Almost got me.
I'm so confused.
Rob want to beat my ass. Almost got me.
No, that is not the case. Like I'm all for love. I'm all for like just giving and pouring into people. So that is not the case. These people do not believe this N-word right now.
Yo, Hood said,
and I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Nah, that's lucky.
Oh shit, that's hilarious, yo. All right. So, first off, if you are a fan of the movie Goodfellas, you are slightly sad today. You are having a somber moment for the passing of one Mr. Ray Liotta at the age of 67. Goodfellas is literally in my top. Man, I don't know. I want to put a number on it because it'll be an emotional number. It'll be based on the fact that he died. And like 2 weeks ago, it might not have been at whatever number I'm gonna say it is. But it's one of my favorite movies easily. Mm-hmm. It started the trend. I think Goodfellas came out before all that shit because then it was like right after that. Then it was like that second run of mob movies. Like it was like Godfather and all that was like early 80s, whatever. But then like that second run of mob movies was like Goodfellas started it. And then you got like the Heats and
the
casino and all that. Yeah.
All Hove mentioned on Fallen.
Yeah.
Scarface Casino. Yeah, he was all them ones.
All them ones. But Ray Liotta's one of them dudes. Also, for baseball fans or fans of baseball movies, he was in Field of Dreams. which I think might be his most critically acclaimed movie, even more so than Goodfellas. But either way, rest in peace to Ray Liotta, man. That brother played that part on Goodfellas so amazingly. Like, and if you ever got to see like footage of the actual person he was portraying, it really freaks you out because he had that shit down pat. Like, he had that brother to a T. So, like, shout out to Ray Liotta for that role and for all the other roles he played. Rest in peace, and you know, peace and blessings to his family and all of those things. Y'all know we usually like to go serious and then get real ignorant at the end. The ignorance has started already, but I cannot not go back to this story, and I don't want to spend a ton of time on it because it really is a sad thing. But I have to address what happened in Texas over this past week. I also, because we haven't been on the air, have to address what happened in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago. It's just this mass shooting shit is getting wild, man. It's so crazy. Like, people are just deciding in crowded spaces to take lives, like, just because you are a certain skin color, or because I had a bad day, or because I had a bad experience in this space, I'm going to hurt the people in it, like, whatever these, and not that I know that any of those are the reasons. These are things I'm assuming and just spitballing some reasons for why they could be, because none of them are good reasons. No matter what the reason is, none of it is a reason to do what's happening, and it's really kind of crazy. So I'll again, I don't want to stay here for a long time. The Buffalo thing is, what's the best way I can say this?
It's all
of what black people already know to be true in this country. That white people, simply for us being who we are, dislike us. Not all white people, shit. Probably not even half the white people, but a good amount of white people dislike us simply for existing as we are in our greatness.
Now, do you think it's mainly men? You think it's women, or do you think it's equal?
Oh, I would definitely. I would go out on a limb and say the men
majority men, and I think so too.
I would go out on a limb and say that the men outweigh the women in those spaces.
I would hate black men too. I told you I went to the new beach. I would hate us too. And I'm gonna say that.
Yo, I love that you really hold you're not coming off of that. You said that then that was the motivation for white men hating black men, because
I love everything about a black man. And so I get frustrated with black men who don't embrace black women. But that's a different show.
That's a whole show. Like, that's literally a whole show, because it's a lot to break down. So we're not even gonna start unpacking that. It's too much. We're not gonna start unpacking it. But what I will say is this, like I said, the Buffalo situation, again, is just it's a continuation of what we already know to be true, what we already know to be real, what we already know to be just the space that we live in. At any given moment, it could be any young white man, old white man feeling privileged, indoctrined, brainwashed, or whatever the case is, who will go to these actions. It's happened every couple of years for the past 20 years of our life, and it's going to continue to happen, and that's just the reality of what it is. Gun control is such that it's going to happen. I'm not even going to get into the gun control. Again, that's a whole nother show and a whole nother subject, because I don't know that guns are the problem. Like, there's a lot of people with guns. This shit don't happen everywhere. They got guns all over the world. This shit don't happen everywhere. So
they got guns all over North Philly.
You always pick North Philly. Like, why you do that? Like,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite part of Philly. That is my favorite part.
But it be feeling like you taking shots though, and I take shit. No, I'm sorry. I defend North Philly with passion. I apologize. I can't help it.
It's not what I know most, but it's like where I went my whole childhood. Like being at my parents' house. This is that.
If it's coming from a good place, I retract. I tend to defend North Philly with aggression. That's where the fuck I'm from, man. Like, stop.
It'd be like the same way that you be punching at Jersey. It's just like, I take it like, nigga, because you always here, so I know you like it. Like,
here go the thing with Jersey though. You happen to be from one of the 6 cool hoods in Jersey, nigga. Like, Jersey is what. See, I go at the state. The whole state as a whole is trash. You happen to be a good dude from a part where niggas is cut officially. But, like, no, man, you gotta make a left turn. You can't make a left turn. They don't trust y'all to make left turns or pump gas. That's a weird ass state to me.
To put us on probation, we seeing about doing the gas now. We seeing.
Yeah, like y'all niggas. Anyway, so
nah. For I love North Philly. I really do.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying.
I really used to be in Wings and Things like when as a kid, for real.
Finger wings and things.
Yeah, like I really used to be in there. No, upstairs.
If you
in
ever
in the checker room.
If you was ever in any Wings and Things, you was in the trenches. They don't put them Jones in good neighborhoods.
No, they don't.
You ain't gonna go to the Lower Marion and find the Wings and Things. That's not. Oh, that's right, Shy. You live in LM. That's right. Yeah. You are a Lower Marion resident. I forgot. Yeah. You ain't gonna go there and find the Wings and Things, no Crown Fried.
No Crown Fried at all.
You ain't getting none of that in them neighborhoods.
I'm talking about, I think it was our front street with that big ass chicken on the front.
Yeah, I know I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, like nigga, I still remember what they taste like, bro. with the salt and pepper on the fries, nigga, I remember.
My man is officially stamped from the trenches. Finger wings and things.
Did I get the street right? I think it was Front Street, right?
Yeah, it might be Second Street, but no, it's in that area. Yeah, Rob, you actually closer to that area.
Yeah, I would definitely was closer to that area. Yeah, so it was around like Second, really, but it's
I'm about to say I think it's Second Street, but you was good. You was good with your proximity.
So here nor there, I love y'all.
Yeah, exactly. That's the bottom line. Love is there. So like I said, that's my take on the Buffalo thing. Texas, oh man, it's always rough when kids are involved. It's just the thing that kind of threw me off, and I still don't know if this report has been confirmed or not, but there were reports saying that there were law enforcement officers who arrived on the scene and secured their children first and then begin to secure the remainder of the scene at the time. Now, of course, if that happened that way, we'll never find out if it's the actual truth. Nope. Because no one's going to cop to that. No one's going to say, I popped up first, but I got my baby first. Now, here's where they're different from me. Because I tell a nigga in a heartbeat, yes, I got my kid first. Because that's my kid. And then I'm going to do my job after that. But my first job is always a parent. So I'm not even really mad at the cops for that, if I'm being honest. Like, but people are going to give him shit because, the optics. But in that space, your instinct is your instinct as a parent. What else you going to do?
I want to know if they specifically got their kid. I'm not trying to beat it. You know what I mean? I know sometimes I look like the conservative or whatever. But I really do want to know if they went there with intentions of getting their kid and more people got out because of them, or like they really just snatched their kid and was like fuck the bullshit. Like, let me get you out first.
Yeah, unfortunately, we never going to know that. Yeah, we're never going to know that.
Neither is right,
because I'm with Kev. Like, instinctually with my children, yes, I'm getting them first, and then it's everybody else. So I'm kind of like, okay, I understand that, but
because I'm still doing my job. I'm
not so many moving parts
and then go home, but I'm going to secure mine first. Like if I have the consciousness and ability in that moment to secure mine first, absolutely, for two reasons. Number one, because again, that's my most important job. I don't give a fuck what I get paid to do. I don't have a job more important than taking care of my kids. So that's my number one job. But the second part of that is that it's like, if I get my kid and I'm in there and I'm on scene, then I'm back at work, then I'm that deterrent to try and get. And if something should happen to me, I need to know that mine was good. Like if I'm gonna lose my life, I'm gonna lose my life for mine first. Like, so if I'm gonna get hit and I'm walking into that active scene, I want to secure mine before I do anything. And then after that, here, take my son, put him in the car, get him out of here, do whatever. My daughter will take care of like whatever it is, and I'm gonna go back in here and do what I gotta do. But that's just me. Again, I'm not mad at them for that, but I will never know this whole story.
But they also said fathers were trying to get in there, but the cops wouldn't let them.
Which is why.
The fathers trying to get in there to help, or
maybe
help somebody, at least their own kid at the very least.
I don't I don't necessarily agree with that notion because like I feel like I'm gonna be mad as hell if a white person do that for them. Like, granted, from what I understand, that the majority of that population is Hispanic. But I'm saying like
these are mostly Hispanic.
But like I don't know. I feel like
the shooter was as well. Yes.
Yeah. But I just feel like when you put that badge on, your duty is to neutralize that target. Is not. I hear that. Like I hear that. I maybe I don't get it yet because my child's not here yet. But
and
like
you will.
But I just feel like if he going or they going or whoever's going, everything's safe now. Like at that point. And if I'm trained above others to be able to see to it that happens, I'm going to do that for my child specifically. So I don't know. Maybe the same token, different. You know what I mean? Different.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're saying the same thing, but also you have a law enforcement background, which none of us have. We are speaking from. We are speaking. We said what?
No, I was joking.
We are speaking from strictly from a parental standpoint. Like at least I am, and y'all can agree or disagree if y'all not coming from that same angle. But we're speaking strictly as parents, and I promise you, in that delivery room, the moment you lay eyes, you will remember this conversation. You won't like in that very moment, but like as you know, when they bring your baby back and you be like, oh, the baby not gonna be ugly, because when your baby come out, you be scared as shit. You be like, they gonna stay like this, but then they dry them off and give them to you, and then they be cute again. But that first one, it is not a good look. I don't give a fuck how cute you are now. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are now, handsome, good looking, debonair, gorgeous, whatever adjective you use to describe your beauty. For them first 120 seconds, 4 to 5 minutes of your life, you was ugly as shit. I don't care who you are. Like it's what it is.
I look like a glow worm.
You was cold, you was yelling, and you was ugly. Now, once you got yourself together, you was a baby or whatever you ended up being, and you might have
whatever you ended up being. I like it.
You know what? You sound like y'all.
You said what?
I'm my head like y'all. Whatever you end up being.
Yeah, whatever you end up being, like, yeah, seriously, like, but no, like, you're not cute at first. I don't care who you are. So, but like I said, once they clean your baby off and your baby cute again, and you look and you think about this conversation, you're gonna understand because it's really that immediate, in my opinion. Like, I know the first time I was like, damn, like, oh shit, life different. Like immediately, it takes no time at all to sober you the fuck up. Like it lets you know shit real. So in those moments, those are the things you think about, and you're like, no, I gotta get mine. So I think your stance will be a little clearer in a couple of months. In a couple of weeks. Damn, what you about? How many weeks away?
8. About 8. I'm technically. I mean, she's 8 months now. So like
you inside of 2 months though, right?
It's the final countdown. Yeah, I got that whole song memorized.
Yo, that's funny. No, that's gonna be dope though, man. Like I'm very I'm excited about that. As a man who's done having children, I'm hyped as shit to be an uncle right now. Like
I just can't wait to be done having children.
What? You just started, nigga.
But I just want to. It's like if I gotta get my wisdom teeth pulled, like I just want all of them to be just done at the same time.
You just saying shit now.
I'm dead. What? She said she wanted 3 earlier, and I was like, "Come on, nigga, like let's." So then I don't know, bro. Like I don't be that efficient.
You want that until you get that. Like having kids in close proximity is kind of rough. So.
Yeah, like how do I not sock you in your shit right now?
Yeah, bro. Listen, my daughter turns 15 tomorrow. My children are 14, 15, and 16 in July. Like literally, they are step children.
That's how I got it.
For the most part, no matter how you chop it, have triplets. Like it's really no other way. They all need shit. They all like to do the same shit. Yeah. They are literally bang, bang, bang. So, as a person who's sitting in that boat, it's tough when they little. When they're younger, that shit hard. But today, right now, I live a beautiful life. I can go on vacation, and my kids can come with me. And guess what? I don't got to do shit with them. All we got to do is find the proximity of things to do in the area of the vacation. You put money in their hands and send them along their way. It's a beautiful thing.
And now cell phones.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we can track locations on phones. They'll call us all the time. It's an amazing thing. I love this time. The other times, don't get it, but when it was like 3, 4, 5, and like shit get broke and don't nobody talk, or like you talk about being in them rooms, the rooms you hated to be in, bro. Like, because these niggas is crazy, but it's good to get all of that out the way, because what I couldn't imagine is going through all that, waiting 12 years, and then doing this shit again. No. I don't understand people who let their kids get to 10, 12, 13, 14 years old and then have babies. I'm not judging you, but I don't get it. You've achieved nigga, you won. How you hit the high score and then unplug the game? That's dumb as shit. I don't understand that. What are you doing?
My man, remember I told you about my man Najee that work at Disney? He like it. Yeah. So he's a year older, or at least a grade older than me. His youngest sibling might be like 12. And it's all filled in between, and there's like 5 of them.
Oh,
his mom's like 48. Yeah.
They was getting down.
I might have another one.
Oh,
I might.
You said what, Shadi?
I might have another one. Maybe. No rush.
More power to you, Shadi. If you do,
Alicia just left for Africa, so
this is man. It's just say that again. Say it out loud one more time.
My daughter just left for Africa.
You got a daughter that can go to Africa without you. You talking about you might have another baby? You lost your goddamn mind, Shadi. You wild.
What, Shadi? What would be your motivation to have another one?
I don't want to do it by myself again.
Okay.
Okay.
With, my husband.
So it's just the experience, like with
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah. She's an amazing kid. I just don't want to go through that again.
Okay.
That's fair.
Trust in the process.
Yeah, Carmen is open, but I mean, he's about to be a pop-up, so he may, he says he's over it, but his actions say otherwise.
No, that nigga, I said, y'all gonna have a boy.
I would know that.
Yeah, I know you would.
Crazy.
Oh man, he be ignorant.
Yup.
And my son gonna be ignorant and shit. You heard me? She's always
He's ignorant.
The cousins that see each other like 3 times a year, but like it go up, left, down, right.
Karen, what's wrong with y'all?
Yes. Sometimes you think about it. You want it because you're in a different phase. I'm not 18 anymore.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Right. So now when I actually should be having kids, I'm an adult with my own place. I'm not working 50 jobs. Like, okay, I'm more.
And you about to like kind of like we in the, well, not we, but I mean, I guess I kind of feel like that way. Like in the kind of like the final stretch, like I feel like a lot of us who were doing it right are doing it right.
Here's the thing, right? I am incredibly selfish at this point in my life. I want my time back because I sacrificed a lot of shit, and not just for my kids, and God bless her heart, but I've been taking care of my mother since I was 16 on some level or another. I've had these children who I've raised well and done this great thing with. When Brandon turns 18 and he keeps promising me he's going to get a football scholarship and he's going to go somewhere and I won't have to pay for his college. And if that ends up happening, I'll be extra happy with my son. And if not, then we'll work it out, whatever. But whatever that happens, whenever he's done and he's going, I am going to fucking celebrate. I'm going to pop a cork. I don't even drink champagne. That shit makes me sleepy. I will have a bottle. Like, I am tired. I can't judge nobody else for their journey. Not at all. But raising 3 motherfuckers at the same time is tiring.
I'm tired with
tiring, bro. I'm done. And I respect all y'all. So when I talk my shit, don't take that as me judging y'all. I get it. Because if I was in y'all's shoes, I would probably want more kids too. Because guess what? being a father is my favorite thing on the planet. I don't enjoy anything I do more than being a dad.
To be fair, I'm not on that train. But go ahead. I don't want any more.
And I'm talking about Shadi. I'm talking about Karen in the comments. I'm just talking about like people in general who are in that space. If you are in your mid to late 30s and you have one child, I get why you might want to have another one. I am in my early 40s and I got shit. If you counting them all up, I got 5, nigga. Like, like
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. No matter what you say, don't ask me the question. Like real rap. Like I'm there. Like look, but see, this is what happens when you fuck with like-minded people. Read this comment. Get you a donor, bro, because my clip empty. When I tell you it's a wrap, it's a wrap. No babies over here. Like it won't be a baby with the last name Page popping. It's not going down that way. And not because I have any sort of issues with children. It's because I put my time in. You don't meet a nigga that go to jail and then be like, as soon as they get out, be like, you know what? I'm going back. And if you do meet that
wait
nigga,
a minute.
Wait. Let me finish because niggas do that.
All right.
They do.
But I'm not that nigga. I am much more of the what's the boy from Shawshank that escaped? Like I'm that nigga. I'm Andy Dufresne like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I swam way up Schitt's Creek and I came out clean on the other side. I'm fine. I'm not going back. No. Other niggas can do that though. And I respect it. And look, Karen even says it. She's in her early 40s and in a new chapter of her life. And I understand. And Karen, I know a little about your situation, so I understand that. Yeah. You went through some things and you overcame some things. You let some scars heal, and now you're moving on to a new situation, and everything feels refreshed. I get that. That's not the boat I'm standing in, though, bro. So for me, for KP, aka your mom's favorite podcast host, I'm trying to tell you that you won't get no baby shower invitations from my black ass. I promise you. Not one.
At what point, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I do think this is kind of funny. Like, at what point do we just like, hey, bro, like, this is a lot of baby showers, bitch. Like, get it together.
Yo, look, check this out, right? You have a girl, you have a boy. If you have two, you got either or 2 kids, whichever happened first. I'm not attending a third baby shower of yours. That's just not happening. You get 2 out of me.
Or if it's like Shadi, like Shadi, if you get pregnant, obviously, that's different. Times are different.
Yeah, no, Shadi, you get pregnant. We tearing your baby shower the fuck up. That's baby shower gonna be ratchet as shit. You got that shit going.
Blow the whistle.
that baby shower.
I've never heard anyone invite themselves to a baby shower with the term "we're gonna tear this shit the fuck up."
That shit gonna be real.
And I know your nigga gonna have the loafer linen pant combo too.
Oh, no. Fuck that shit. We all come in with that shit. I'm gonna call Herman and ask him what he wearing. Because I'm like you wildin'. Herman, what's the dress code?
Left got the Jesus sandal.
With the silk pajamas. We already know how Left coming.
He looked like he got silk pajamas.
Left coming with the silk pajamas and the Kevin Samuels glasses.
With his cigar. I can see it. That's him.
Button, ready to buck something. Yeah, we in there.
You know what me and Left want to say before we get there? Hoochie Daddy.
Y'all, look. Pray to Hoochie Daddy. Look, all right, hold on. Let me get in these comments real quick. Y'all seen that? Karen says she's in a different chapter of her life. Wifey said we're awesome grandparents, uncles, aunties, and godparents, but them kids got to have a home to go back to, and that's the realest shit ever. But again, that's because we ain't raised one baby, and respect the niggas who did. Shadi, I know that shit wasn't easy. I watched you when we met. Oh shit, how old was Leash? Like 12?
Yeah, she was young,
like something like that. Yeah, because my babies was little when we met. So yeah, I get that. But yeah, we buy good gifts. If you having a baby, we buy good gifts. We don't play that.
That's good to know, because some people don't even bring a gift.
No, we do get gifts. Karen said, "Don't get it fucked up, though. I'm good either way." Karen said, "I don't want y'all to think I'm over here with the baby fever. I'm saying if it happens, I'm not mad, but I ain't the fuck."
Yep.
Listen, man. Like I said, more power and respect to anybody who do it. But man, oh man, that shit is hard. Like it is not easy. It's a lot of sacrifice, man. It's a lot of times. Listen, people who know me know I only really like 4 things. Like with any sort of real like in-depth passion. Like it's kind of like, you know, I'm into I do things with my kids. Like, so I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about family and responsibilities. I'm talking about just like shit that I like to do. I buy sneaks, I smoke a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm into video games and, you know, some other things we won't discuss on here, but I got a small list of habits. Having kids has stopped me from enjoying those habits to the fullest. Many times.
Yeah.
Many.
Back to back. Wait till they go on a prime.
Oh no, yeah, that starts next year. Cavs a junior. It starts next year. Next year I have my first prime, and then I won't have my last one until 4 years later.
Oh my gosh.
Just think on that.
Costly.
Yeah, and it's going to keep happening. But good thing is, I have one.
On a prime.
I actually have one very humble son who I know is going to do me right. He's going to have the most. He just want to have a nice tux and look good, fresh cut. He's not going to do a whole lot. This other little light skinned nigga I got, I'm worried. It's going to cost a lot. Prime's gonna be different for him.
Philly, y'all do primes different than we do. Like y'all do the whole coming out thing kind of crazy.
Yeah, no prime. But see, Bud gonna have his prime in Florida, so it's gonna be Philly in Florida because you got to remember he gonna be down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like hold up. Can't wait till the hood baby shower. I've been shopping for weeks. I fucking hate it here.
If that's the energy, can I shoot my shot?
I fucking hate it here.
If that's the energy, can I shoot my shot? It's a stroller that I really want. It's a stroller that I really want. Y'all don't gotta buy it. Y'all can just put a little something on it. Put a little ain't no fucking kids.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, she be having these bullshit.
Wait a minute, I thought that was only for the daughters.
Exactly. Well, she trying to have a daughter.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's saying.
Until she had until we in there.
Hood, look at that message. Don't block your blessings. She said send it to her.
Dave, Dia said I can send her the stroller.
Bro, look at the comment. Your woman's already commented.
She driving Ford Fiesta.
Yo, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
It's white.
She drives a Ford Fiesta. That shit bombed out though. Yo, but wait, that shit bombed out with a rosary on the back though. It's blessed.
It is. That rosary hang off the back. It looked like a sperm.
Yo,
I try not to let. I try
anything. Like
wait,
anything.
I'm just playing. I love
happening
her.
Right now.
Stroller too.
Yo, fuck. Oh, yo, hold up. You got blessings over here, bro. Kimmy says send it to her too. Yo, Kimmy, what's up? Kimmy says send it to her too. She's serious. You serious about the stroller? Send it to her too.
You're not serious about this. Look, you looking at me like this because you don't know Baby D.
Because you don't know Baby D.
Yeah. Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Your piece. Nah, this stroller. Y'all can split it. Y'all can split it. Cause no. All right, let me explain the stroller to y'all. I've said it on here before, but I'm really adamant about the stroller. Y'all ever been like at Walmart or like Acme or whatever, pushing them bum ass Hoochie Mama strollers, and then you get the Target
strollers.
You get the Target, and that whole be gliding. It don't matter what you put in there. The weight distribution be everything. That whole be gliding on them shiny floors, weaving through all them ugly ass clothes with the Latina section and the gay section. We be weaving through there with them. So like the stroller feels like I be gliding, like it's due.
Where the fuck did you test drive a stroller?
And Bye Bye Baby. Because they had me in there with the camera phone doing my registry.
Stroller.
Yes, they got them in there. They got them assembled for you, everything, height assembled, all that. And if you ask them, they tell you how to do it. And they got the skateboard attachments in there.
That's got to be the most bougie shit I've heard.
You said what? You said they got the skateboard attachments. This
I can
nigga
raise
Tony
his
Hawk
shooter.
with his
Yo, imagine I
Bring me
can
my
flip my
fucking
son.
nephew, dog. Don't go out without like come get me before you go somewhere with my young boy, man.
Yo,
You gonna
not
have this nigga out here wilding.
Telling you, I ain't never felt this way because I ain't know that I was ready for my son until I felt that stroller.
Look, like wifey's happy you're excited. No, that's hilarious.
And it's clean air where I live at now. I don't gotta breathe Egg Harbor City bullshit. My son gonna breathe this good ass cracker ass air.
That's what it's about.
He gonna be 6'8", nigga. We not gonna listen. Move on up to the east side.
Ain't no stunted growth over here, nigga.
My son gonna be raw fed.
He gonna be.
This nigga said he gonna be 6'8". Ain't nobody in your whole bloodline 6'8", nigga.
Nah, my Uncle Bill, my mom's brother.
Oh yeah, you did tell me your uncle's man. I'm about to say,
how you saying Rob Banks?
How you thinking 6'8" for fresh air is hilarious to me.
I'm telling you, it's something it's in the water.
My nigga
that
said
math ain't mathing like that.
How you like whatchamacall on next Friday? Smell the air, taste it. Tastes good, don't it? Tastes good,
bro. The air tastes good over here.
Shit. Yo,
nah, but the cool thing is they got a donate option, so you can put money on the stroller. Huh?
But do you still use the car in Walmart? It doesn't glide the same, but it serves the same.
But you know what? It makes me want to kill myself like slightly more. Bro, when you in Walmart and then the one wheel in the front going like this, and you just trying to go straight, you don't want to kill yourself a little bit more.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Of all the things in life that should not irritate me, a broken shopping cart irritates the fuck out of me, and it shouldn't. Like it's not that deep.
I'm stressed out having this conversation with you.
If it don't come out, if it don't go in,
like why we talking about this? Like, your whole body language changed, my nigga. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I wish that broken shopping carts didn't bother me as much as they do. But when you be trying to control, just that shit is irritating.
And the noise, I don't know if y'all familiar with that noise.
It sound like an old Spanish song. Yeah. And then somebody look. You ever see them ugly ass Civics that be flying by? Like, bro, like you ain't have to do this loud.
Hey,
that be your car.
Hey, Rob from the land of fucked up Civics. Them niggas down there. He from the Badlands. Them niggas love a Honda Civic down there, bro.
And they play that one song.
It's not one song. All them songs sound like that. I listen to it now.
Listen,
all them songs.
I swear it sounds like one record. Like I cannot take it.
Every time the niggas ride down the street, you be ready to be like, Poppy, I need cheese fries with adobo. I mean, shit, my bad. Damn, my bad. I didn't know where I was. I lost track of it. You be fucked up every time. Like, they really be wilding with that shit. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Two things. Here go one for you. You clearly don't want the stroller because you're making it worse.
The thing is, I really...
From the person that matters, you got one more Hispanic joke before you stand on that couch.
Hey, that couch ashy, I'm ashy. You know what I
mean?
Oh, shit.
But the thing is, I don't never say no jokes that don't be true.
I mean, the thing about most of those jokes, the best jokes have a little bit of truth in them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, man. Hold up.
I just ate
Literally Anything podcast for the people. We are 1 hour and 14 minutes in. Thank you for joining us. Got Big Shadi in the house with us, who might be having another baby, maybe if she get married and find the right Herman. It's just Herman. All right,
Herman be sperming. I'm telling you, he about to.
Herman be sperming.
Listen, it's 7 months.
First off, wait a minute. Rewind. Hood, you got way too many comments about Herman's penis for me.
That wasn't about his
commented on the size of it earlier. Now you talking about the sperm. I need you to back up. That's Herman relax with it, okay?
I need you to take your target.
Shad, don't tell me to stop. She know. Look at Shad. She's in her too.
Damn.
You know now. You know now.
I know that. Oh, you know now.
Oh no, yeah, no. We already listen. I wasn't even going to bother Shadi with asking if Herm hit. We already established that we feel like Herm got some. We ain't worried about it.
He did. Nah, he officially did now since the last time she was on here.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's different because I like you a lot.
Yeah. I don't
Herm
want to
hitting them nooks and crannies.
Now.
That's all right. Shout out to Big Herm.
It's just different.
He light skin or dark skin?
Huh?
He light skin or dark? He dark skin, and he got a bald head.
Yes.
Hey, look! I know my skin.
Yes. And he's older, so it's very.
He looked like the nigga from. He looked like the nigga from if I could guess, he like the nigga from Luke Cage for real.
Oh my gosh. No.
Oh, shit. That's a funny ass guess.
Different.
That's fire. He African.
He's from North Philly. No.
Oh shit. Hell yeah, Herman. Fucking real. Yeah, nigga for the team, nigga. Let's go.
There's some niggas right now going through their yearbook. Herman. It's a nigga right now.
Yeah,
it's a nigga that went to Central. Herman.
Look, hey, Shy, if it's a nigga who see you on this show, they gonna be like, you fuck with a nigga named Herman? They gonna be fucked up. Like, who is Herman? That is not his name, y'all. That's just what we call him. we do not know this man's name.
He got a suave ass name. When you knew his name, like you knew he was the one too, didn't you? When his name hit, because he got one of them names.
Well, I told you I came for him.
I know.
No, she definitely.
But it was like social media though, so I thought you may not have known like, not like friends. None of us have our names in our. You feel me?
Oh, I feel you.
Oh well, Rob do, but so like I don't know. I ain't know if it was like I don't know. Like my dad shit was D's Nut 609. So I don't know if it was one of them.
Yo, that's hilarious.
He was your brother.
Yo, that's hilarious. All right, so we are an hour and 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let's get another subject tossed out here because that went crazy. I
don't even know what the topic was.
We started that literally went
hot
from
takes. It was hot takes.
No, it was hot takes. Then we went to Ray Liotta. Then we had the school shooting thing, but that turned into kids, and then that turned into us having families, and then you and Herman, and it just kind of.
And then Herman be sperming. That's what happened.
And then Herman spermed, and then shit just went left.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't seen him in a while.
All right,
so I miss him.
I hate you so much, yo. Like, I miss him. Anyway, so we were here 2 weeks ago, and the indictments on YSL had dropped already. Gunna was still on the run, but he has since been apprehended. No, he had just got locked up that morning, I think, because I was making fun of his mugshot because like they took that shit in the alley. Like, I don't like, why is his mug like usually mugshots are like bright and they want to like embarrass you. It felt like he knew the niggas in the police station. They was like, we ain't gonna do you like that, bro. Come back here. Like all you could see was like a shadow and dreads, and that nigga was his mugshot. His shit was
Who's that Pokemon?
Gunner.
Yo, that's so good. I'm so mad at how good that is. That's fucking great. Who's that Pokemon? Yes. I like that one. I'm gonna fuck with that. But it led me to a question, and just seeing like interviews since then and having some conversations with people. And we've had this discussion, by the way, when Ab got locked up. We kind of had this discussion about when you live a certain lifestyle and then you rap about that lifestyle, the pressure to keep the validity on it, is that a real thing, or is it something that you should just be able to separate from once you gain some success? Once you start rapping and you start doing shows and you start getting paid, should you be able to walk away from the other shit, or do you continue the other shit because you want to continue to be valid or stamped in whatever way? Now, that's the question. And I think it changes for I feel like it changes. The answer to that question changes all the time, depending on like the situation and the subject. None of it is just cookie cutter. Everybody's situation of getting away from the streets is very different. Some people are, more brainwashed by it. Some people are more, it's more of an attraction. Hov made a song like, what's the name of the joint on Black Album? I
can't remember the
hair, change my
moment of clarity.
Shaving. Yeah, that John. Yeah. Like, it's real. Some people don't do that shit for the money. Some people don't do that for anything other than the rush. And if you ever really been in them streets and in them trenches, that shit is an adrenaline rush. It's a very toxic, addictive, I need another shot of that kind of rush. So all of us here, the brothers at least, I know have at one time or another been into some shady shit. We won't open niggas' cases, but we all know that sometimes that little kick is what you living for. It ain't got nothing to do with the other side of it. Yeah, you trying to make some money, or yeah, you trying to settle a score, or yeah, you trying to do whatever it is you trying to do. But in the end, the front part of that is about that heartbeat shit that you get it like, oh, that felt great. Like sometimes that's all it's about.
Have you ever been like making like a questionable turn, like a turn that you should make, but like you might have like limited visibility or whatever the case is, or you might just not be paying attention, and then like you almost get your shit smacked like bad, and then you have that, like for me, I laugh every single time it's ever happened to me. I start cracking up, and then I have that moment like that shit really could have happened, bro. Like that shit really could have. It comes back down. When you in them situations, sometimes it be like that. You can feel that shit whizzing by. Sometimes it might cause a chuckle when you on the safe side, when you're in the end zone,
and you don't even realize that you laughing. Like you like, oh shit, why am I laughing? I should be scared. Like, but that's crazy.
Like, or you got chased by a big ass dog one day. If you ever felt that feeling, it's not even amplified. It's that same feeling.
Me and my man Ty, and this is Ty been my guy since '87. Literally my oldest friend, best man in my wedding. I remember. I can't tell you how old we was, but we was remember the deli used to sell the husky ass sour pickles like the deli
like
used to have the Jones.
Yeah.
One day we go to the Jones, we walking back with one of them. Big ass German Shepherd chase us, bro. Big Jones, husky. Haul assing down Broad Street. We run to this nigga crib, get to the Jones, hop in his backyard. We safe, we laughing about it and shit. I look up, I'm like, nigga, what happened to your John? He like, man, I threw that shit. My fat ass running from a dog, sour pickle in the bag. He saw the dog, threw that motherfucker like that shit. Fat ass nigga, yeah, you know, some shit never changes. It is what it is. I just spent the dollar on that shit, man. Dollar wasn't no joke when you was 9. Like,
yeah, nah, but a dollar can get you a lot.
Yeah,
dollar can get you a lot. Yo, you felt
back in the 1900s.
You're
back in the 1900s.
Hey, yo, that dog gonna have to bite my ass. Like, I'm not getting rid of that, Joe.
Kev, now I'm never gonna not see you running with a bag with a sweaty pickle.
Fucking just haul assing, bro. Head and belly, just running down Broad Street unapologetically. And he looking at me after it's over, mad as shit, because he tossed this John. I don't know what to do, bro, but I'm not breaking bread. I tell you that.
Yo, you really saved your life, dog.
Yo, I be on some shit, man. Don't baby, don't mind. Like awful motherfucker.
With that lifestyle, it's like I think that those artists like Gunna and Young Thug, they so embedded in it prior to the fame that they can't get out of that.
Yeah.
And with the fame and the money, it's just like now it's just more eyes and shit on them, but they already locked in. You know what I mean? I don't think that they can just shut that off.
Yeah, I've seen shit with like people saying like I mean, I don't know about Gunna, but Thug is like really like a legend where he from, like one of the youngest niggas running a whole
that's
hood,
what I've
like,
been reading.
11, 12 years old, running a whole hood, blowing at niggas like the whole shebang, like really.
So I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, like that's
for them to.
It's in his DNA.
I don't think it's possible for him to get out of that.
The one
and that's probably why that shit took place the way it did.
I do for off the air. I have a story for KP and Rob. Sha, if you're a Jay-Z fan, you're more than what. But I can't share this information on air, so I'll tell y'all. But but going back to the Gunna, whatever. I'm wondering, like, not necessarily for Thug, because they were both caught on tap saying, nah, slap that nigga, like, yo, ain't shoot at him, whatever. So we know that they tapped into the root. But for other artists, I'm wondering, like, what does let's take Lil Durk, right? Lil Durk still accepted in his hood, all of that. Whenever he do a video in the hood, it never looked like anybody hungry. It just never looks that way. Because on just off respect, who his dad is, like, just that alone, right? So, like, you don't have to be tapped in, but, like, I feel like you still, like, you may funnel some type of not even y'all do what y'all gonna do with the money. Mm-hmm. I sent $100,000 to the hood every week. Take care of the, you know what I mean, like shit like that, and niggas can get caught up that way too.
Yes,
because if they take the money and they buy a brick,
that's on them.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's well, damn, yeah.
So it's like, what is? I mean, that's actually how what's his name got Hove's man fuck Maul's brother fuck what's his name? Not hip hop. God damn. He's the co-founder of Rockefeller.
Biggs. Yeah,
she screamed Biggs in the room.
Big. You know.
So that's how Biggs got jammed up. He let somebody. He was like, oh yeah, you want to learn about dispensaries? I know somebody who grow weed. Okay, I connect you to them because weed's federally illegal. You made a federal crime, so that's how the nigga got like 7 years. So like sometimes it just be through connections and knowing and just like having resource.
Yeah, I mean,
I think maybe the wave of the other folks that was involved. I don't know like a whole lot about the case, but I think the wave of the other folks involved probably was on that type of time. It's like Thug was really he was really there, like he's that. But everybody else kind of like, you know, they took the money and did whatever. So I'm with that.
And see, and I think because I work in a high school, right, and I hear these young boys talk about all these people, and I hear the rappers that they like and the shit that they listen to and so on and so forth, validity is a huge thing to them. Like, mind you, most of these young boys ain't into the shit that they listening to
at all.
But they want to know that you are. If you're rapping that shit, they want you to really be living that life in order to be a fan of you. Which, number one, is the weirdest shit in the world. Because you got to understand that rap is rap.
And it's entertainment.
It's niggas talking to entertain you. And if it's entertaining to you, then that's what it is.
We don't look at a Ray Liotta to actually be who he is on screen. I don't know why we
even further. Niggas love anime. They know that shit ain't real. It's like nobody's gonna walk up to you and do a kamehameha. And
I tell people like this, like
that's not happening.
I work at a whole school, do what I do, but I also rap about what I rap about. I'm giving you a glimpse of a possibility. That's it.
I like that.
And that's and the reality is that's all what all entertainers are. An author who writes a story is just giving you a glimpse into it. This doesn't have to be art imitating life. It doesn't have to be that. But there's an unspoken pressure to do that. Like realistically, like even if we don't think that's what it has to be, the reality is that there's an unspoken pressure to be everything you say you are. Everything you rap is something that people expect you to be, and niggas will press you about it.
And I mean, at least I can say for a lot of rap niggas, because it's a lot of niggas getting by on just being like who they know, whatever. But it's a lot of thorough niggas out there. So at least a lot of niggas can say, you know what, like it's not active, but this is the shit that I seen. Like I could bring you to a place right now where I'm accepted, and this is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But I can tell you what, on the other side, I guarantee you, Bob Ross ain't never seen in real life one tree that he painted.
No, and I believe Bob Ross like admitted to that.
Yeah, nigga was just painting trees off the dome.
Right, he was missing a finger too, but we'll talk about that some other time.
What'd you say?
He was missing a finger.
Oh, he was?
That's some shit.
He had pet squirrels, and one of the squirrels bit his finger off.
Oh, that's wild.
It's the Bob Ross knowledge right here from my man Rob Riley. Really, shout out to you, good brother. If you didn't know that about Bob Ross is a 9-finger having motherfucker.
I'm like a cornucopia of like weird facts,
9-digit having ass niggas.
Yo, So am I. And when I run into a fact that I never knew, I'm blown away.
That was one of the ones for you, bro.
Like I opened a Snapple fact today and I looked at it and it was just like it was very underwhelming. That made up for. I swear that made up for it. You know I'm a whore for information. I love that. Thank you.
Now you gotta rewatch all of Bob Ross shit and watch his finger. This shit is like this.
He don't look the nigga from the Yang Twins.
Ooh, I just thought of something mean. I'm gonna move on. And Hood know what I'm talking about.
Oh!
Shadi, I'm sorry, y'all. We know. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Rob, you don't have any context, and I will not give you any. Not on the air.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Kev, you see better one.
I'm sorry. Listen, y'all. I'm having a tough week. This is not me that you're used to. I'm having.
Listen, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. I would like some context. What is going on?
I gotta give it to you off the air, bro. I gotta give it to you off the air. I'll give it to you, but I gotta give it to you off the air. It can't be here.
You gotta watch Scary Movie 2 though. Like as like you know how when you get ready for the next Marvel movie?
Yeah.
You gotta watch Scary Movie 2.
There's Easter eggs and references in Scary Movie 2. Okay.
And I'm sitting
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Forgive me for laughing.
No, that's my fault. That's my fault. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna bring it back.
But I was chilling.
We are an hour and 31 and got the good brother D Hood, Rob Riley here, Big Shadi. Thank y'all for joining us once again. I am in the process of being an awful fucking human being. Please don't pay me any mind at this time.
It's always me.
It's always you. No, it is. So, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel good that it could be me for once. Because in real life, I am a troublemaker. But in this space, I don't do the troublemaking. Because I got Hood and Left. And they don't need no help. They start enough shit on their own. So, like me, I don't need to be the troublemaker here. Every now and then, I let that shit shine out. That was one of those moments. I'm going to let that go and keep it moving. But no, like I said,
things like that
pressure on artists to be what they say they are is good.
Things like that remind me that life is not a simulation because I'll be wondering sometimes. I'll be seeing the binary code, and that brought me back to Earth.
But see, Kev, you took me back to the face. I don't want to go back there no more.
I'm sorry, honey.
It was a dark time for you, huh?
It wasn't a.
Yeah, I changed the whole mode of the show. I fucked it all up. I'm sorry.
You know.
No, yeah, you're right.
People where they at.
Making turkey.
And that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, next subject. This one was not on the hit sheet, but it's something that I found super duper funny. Two things actually. The first one is like I got Rob, I want to tell you so bad. Oh God, I hate this.
You know, I'm a patient man. I can wait.
All right. So, like I was saying, there was a photo shoot with a spread of pictures in which Lala, Carmelo Anthony's ex-wife, did like a whole little like makeover type situation. Like
recently,
it was like the other day. My wife showed it to me. I seen it on IG. There's a couple of little spaces, but she just like, you know, I don't know what she was for. Or shit. Okay, my connection is acting goofy.
Oh, it's not me.
No, that's not you. That ain't you at all. Pause for 1 second. Let me see something real quick. Hold up, y'all. Because I do not want this to continue to keep happening. So if I can fix it, I will. Hold on. If it dropped, we not going nowhere. Just hold tight. Hold up. I don't like dead air, so I'm going to keep talking.
Don't smoke crack.
There we go. All right, we back. So yeah, basically, Lala looks good as shit. That's the bottom line of this story. Lala looks amazing, and niggas are saying Mello is disgusted right now.
Listen,
and so that brings me. Wait. I just want to put the subject out there. So it's like when you do your shorty wrong, right, and then your shorty bounce back 30 times better. Like, what's that? Like, have any of you brothers been through that? Because I've been through that. Like, been with a chick and then don't be with the chick no more. And then the next time you say, like, damn, bitch, what was that when I was dealing with you? Yeah. Like, and you mad. Like, go ahead, bro. Rob, you got one like that?
No, it's actually been like the reverse. Not saying like they kind of took a downturn, but it's never on the level that I would want them to be, because I actually want people to do better like after me, but it's never been that.
It's never been that. Hood, you matter of fact, hold up, Shadi, you had that? You ever dealt with a brother and he wasn't shit when he was dealing with you, or you ain't really you felt like he needed improvements, and then you see this nigga 3 years later and you like, damn nigga, that would have been nice. Like you ever had one of them? Like, no, they always.
Nah, she might be living that for somebody else right now.
Herman is the better version of Herman.
Mm-hmm. It's too much. I'm trying to find this picture.
You got the final form of Herman, and it's some of them. That's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them for sure. It was a few others, but you got the final form of Herman. That's what. See, it's some bitch that hates you because she groomed Herman to be the nigga he is.
Definitely, I wouldn't be mad.
Oh man, that shit happens so much. Does that happen to women more than it happens to men? Like a woman deal with a man, get him to be right, and then that nigga move on and give the next woman all that good refinement.
Candace Owens gonna be there someday. She gonna give T.I.'s that good and plenty. Why? It's gonna be ironic as fuck. It's gonna be ironic.
Women, in my experience with women, they're like natural like healers and uplifters and shit like that. So I would assume that it happens to women more so than us. Mm-hmm. Like they groom somebody and uplift somebody, and then they just send them off the pasture, and then they kind of flourish afterwards. So I would assume it happens to women more than us.
Yeah, I can say that. You want to know why? And this is through truthful dialogue. Veronica's I'm sure she would agree with me. My previous situation, when when I was engaged in everything before, like I definitely was given all the sunlight and stuff that I needed to grow, but I wasn't being given like the nourishment and the. So it was like there was a good and a bad with it. So like to a point, like I learned, because my parents, they blew money. I learned how to save a little bit more, and like a lot of just like some kind of like some like the frugal ability, I'll call it. I've learned some of those things that I've been able to carry over, and then to thus be making me more successful to this point. But everything else, I owe that shit to me and my dad and the real niggas around me.
I mean, it's always gonna be a blend of that. I think you gotta go through a certain amount of seasoning to be the nigga. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I like that seasoning.
Like you gotta go through a certain amount of seasoning to just be the motherfucker that ultimately is on like the level that you really want to be on. Like,
because what I think we don't realize sometimes as men is like, it's not just the woman you dating that pours into you. It's everything around. It's like her. It may be like a sister or whatever. Like, it's a lot of things, a lot of ingredients that come into you. The woman is like the woman that you're with is more of like the catalyst. Like, she pushes that shit together for you.
Yeah. Right.
Because it's all there, all the influence is there, but the woman always like pushes it together. Like, all right, nigga, this the nigga sandwich that you supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you just go off and be like a good ass sandwich to somebody else.
That's real, because so we were talking at work, and somebody was saying like, I'm just tired of just like, basically I'm just tired of bitch ass niggas. Like, pretty much like some shit happened on the schoolyard, and a lot of women like went and intervened, and there was a lot of niggas out there that could have some shit like that. And then somebody made a joke, oh, it couldn't have been Hood out there. Hood would have been RoboCop. Everybody would have been da-da-da. So here nor there, we were talking about that, and then we're asking like, at what point do you just have like, say like enough's enough? Like, You don't want to do like the fuck shit no more. Like you really want to be like locked in. And the answer for me, at least, is I feel like I've run the marathon, but I'm at the point where my shins are bleeding, my feet hurt, my knees are achy, I need to be over. And I need that. You see that one motherfucker at that last leg that got that cup of water for you with the pointed bottom.
When I get there,
the cone.
Yeah. She's that cup of water for me to get to that finish line.
Wow.
She's like all that hard shit that I've dragged myself through glass. I made it this far. I've gone through all this bullshit. I'm still currently continue to go through bullshit, but she's that level of refreshment that I need to get me through to the finish line. And the finish line means so much to everything around me that is just like that's like the all, that's the goal.
No,
that's hard body karate. I like that.
Oh, wait a minute though. I love this. Karen dropping bars. Men chill when they feel safe.
Absolutely.
That's a bar.
Bar.
That might be my album title. My album title might be Men Chill When They Feel Safe.
That's a bar, Karen.
I have to feature on that. I need it.
That might be it.
Because the reality is that we talk a lot of shit and we put a real thorough front on for the experience, like for the exterior. I mean, like we want shit to look a certain way, but deep down inside, that space of vulnerability is something that niggas be looking for, because all we do all day is beat this nigga out. Like this is what we gotta do all day, every day.
Yeah.
This avatar, like this mech suit that we in.
Right.
And when we can get home, we can open it up and just step out as us. Who we
on
are,
our Master Chief shit. We
absolutely.
Some Halo time. Like we really on that type time.
I believe that.
Sha, how do you feel about that? Like having it be like the fucking Black Knight outside, and then like having the ability to take your armor off when you get inside, but sometimes niggas be leaving. But sometimes I might just let my shoulders out. I might take my bra off that day,
but nothing else.
But sometimes I might come in the crib and just completely be unarmored.
Like every day's different.
So what I'm saying is you got to be prepared for outside, right? But sometimes outside can trigger you to the point where when you get back in the crib, you don't feel safe enough to just take all your armor off, because there might be some shit like. So, like, how do you feel about that? Like that having to have that balance, or do you not have that balance?
For me, or for
for you? Yeah, for you.
For you.
I feel so. I learned, and this is why I appreciate Herman so much, because in my last relationship, I wasn't able to, because he wasn't stable and he wasn't right with himself. So I always had to be on guard, on point with everything. He was still trying to get himself together, and even in his not having shitness, and I told him this,
not having shitness.
Yeah, no, that's we've used that ain't shitness or not having shitness.
Absolutely.
Right? You had a past you needed to clear up. You know, get your stuff expunged. You still needed to find a job with some sort of security. I'm trying to make sure you go get a skill, you do this, and still maintain myself. So I could never really let my guard down.
Right.
Versus with Herman, he's been through some stuff in life. So he's very guarded.
He's seasoned. Yes.
So
he's seasoned.
Different, because I'm like, wow, this is the first time I'm meeting a guy that's like, I've been hurt. But as I watch his guard slowly come down, one day I said to him, you know, this is a safe space. It's okay. Like,
that's a powerful fucking statement, though.
His whole face body, I'm like, it's a safe space. Like, you're good. Because I want him to, like, so I've learned I have to be vulnerable with him in order for him to open up. So that's why I'm like, no, I really like this guy. But I needed to be with that.
Yeah.
Shadi, do you think you're the first woman to ever say that to him, to Herman?
But also mean it.
Like, I'm about to say, but not just say it, but like
not
really,
just say it, but embody it. You know what I mean? Like,
his best friend works for me. It's climate at my school. So he's like, yo, just continue to be you. He's getting it. He was like, I can tell, because it's just different.
So I think the other piece of that is that there's a there's a level of experience you have to have. Like, you gotta fuck some shit up in order to know how to do shit right. And that's fucked up because in the end, what you end up doing is hurting somebody along the way. At some point along the way, you end up hurting somebody in a way that's detrimental.
Casualties of war, man.
That
like,
stays with them. You know what I mean? But the flip side of that is, like we said here, is that it's another motherfucker that's going to get the greatest version of you. And my wife says that shit all the time. I don't know the version of you that other women have portrayed. Like, because don't get it twisted. I was terrible. I got some women out here that see me straight in the street and might swing on my black ass. Like, and I'm okay with that because
you saying you don't know the version of me or Rob?
no, I said my wife says she doesn't know that version of me that other women speak of. Like maybe like Kev ain't shit or fuck him or I hate him or whatever the case is.
I was about to say, nigga, you know the version of me. You've seen it in real time.
But the reason why she doesn't know that is because at the space where we finally got to where we needed to be, I needed something different. I wasn't in the space to be that motherfucker no more. And I had been through enough shit to kind of know where I wanted to guide my shit to. So she didn't have to see the shitty version of me. Like, she didn't have to see that because I had been through enough to where I didn't even want to show that to anybody else. I wanted to be something different. Right. But I needed to feel comfortable in that, and then she gave me that. So that's what it is with any relationship, though. And Rob, I know you in a bit of a long-term situation, so you can.
Yeah, but you know what, Kev, I'm lucky enough to have my wife grow through that with me because I met her in high school in 98.
Right.
So I'm lucky to have had her be like a friend to me and go through those pains with me, and then at the end of it, suggest like, hey, you know, we know so much about each other. We didn't share so much about each other. You know, we've given each other so much just as friends. How about we try this other thing? We move into this space.
Right.
And that's where I think that, you know, personally for me, like it's a win for me because she kind of went through it with me. Like she knows me from then. She knows the progression and she knows me right the fuck now. So she's had that experience with me. So now she's the one that I'm like, I can openly talk to her if it's something wrong or like the whole guard thing is unfortunately like I'm the one who pushed some of the guarded shit back into the relationship. But as of now, it's mostly off. Like I may have like a shin guard or something on or something like that. But other than that, everything else is off. And
your Achilles heel is out there, brother. You know what I mean? Your Achilles is out there. That's all that matters.
You gotta expose something, my nigga.
Yeah. Expose something. Hey, if you felt like it, you can hit me where it
hurt. Real shit. I ain't mad at that,
like
bro.
I think that's the beauty of us is like she has been there and she understands. Even if I may recoil sometime or regress a little, she's like, stop, because I know where that goes. Don't do that. Let's open it up. Let's talk about that. Let's lay it out. Don't let that happen to you again. So yeah, you know, so I definitely got to shout out her. Definitely.
No doubt.
She's my Herman, Shadi.
I'm enjoying this.
Did I get it? Did I get it? Guys, did I get it?
Yeah, no, you got it right. You did good, bro.
Hey, Rob, you know my son on the way, and you know what you are? You're her man. I did it for you.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
I'm getting
the podcast with people. We're hour and 48 in, but it is 9:30, so we will start heading towards.
Hey, nah, Kev, I need to hear your one that got away because I was my mouth started like salivating.
You said my one that got away.
No, the one like how you said that, like, oh, like I did her bad, and she really glowed up.
No, listen, like I said, I was terrible. So there's several instances of women who probably would have been great women for me that I just was trash to. Like I was an awful motherfucker. Do you want to know? All right, so I'll give you just a quick synopsis of how shit went with me. I'm 18, right? No, I'm 17. I'm in my senior year of high school.
What high school?
Parkway High School.
Parkway
program. Hey, yeah, Parkway program. You know. Hoyas, nigga, you know, we do, you know. Anyway, so I'm in my senior year of high school, and I'm dealing with this young lady who's about 26, 27 years old, something like that. I'm 17. I got no business dealing with this girl.
It was getting
But,
molested.
you know, it was what it was at the time. She was in the mood for young thing, and I was the young thing ready to do what she wanted to do. Either way, in that moment, I didn't understand. Like, I probably had a thorough situation, but instead, I got this chick riding me around, taking me shopping, taking my homie shopping, taking us to the, like, doing everything for us. Not me, nigga. Us.
God, I wish I knew you like at that age.
Bro, to the point where now, and for those who don't know, my middle name is Franklin. My homies got me, they running around calling me the most shady Frankie baby. Like, from the Biggie. Like, that's how stupid I was running around. This girl ain't deserve that. She really liked me. Like, she really fucking liked me.
No, I know what she like. You was a young boy. She like that brick that finished up foundation. That's the fuck she like. Don't fuck it up, Kev. Now you fucking with us.
No.
Now you looking at us crazy. No, nigga.
Listen.
She like that brick that finished that foundation, nigga.
I'm just telling you that in that moment, whatever she needed, I was providing. And I wasn't realizing that it was an emotional thing for her because it was a physical thing for me. It was what it was in that moment. And it was also a convenience thing for me. She taught me how to drive, like the right way.
Yo, imagine getting your heart broke by a nigga 10 years younger than you. That's crazy.
Wait a minute.
That's ugly.
Wait a minute. But you ain't. But the story don't end. The story ends even more fucked up than that because I stopped dealing with her to deal with a bitch my age.
Yo,
and that shit blew her the fuck. Like, she was so mad at me. Like, you gonna leave me for this little ass girl? And then I'm like, bitch, I'm a little ass boy.
But I see what you did though. You took that experience, right? You took that knowledge. You took that upgrade and said, "Yeah, you showed the girl your age, like, yeah, nigga, this how I'm carrying."
Rash, bro.
But you know what you got,
trash. And I'm okay with telling you, I was rash.
But you know what you got at home now, so like, do it really add up? Like,
you said what?
I said, you know what you got at home now, so do it really add up at this point?
I mean, in the end, the reality is I'm not who I am without those experiences, so I don't regret none of it. Like, I don't have the knowledge I have to be as successful in these next situations as I am without going through that. So I don't regret none of it. I hate the fact that I had to hurt her to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you was young too. Like I'm not
17 fucking years old. Like,
yeah, you 17. Like,
if you as a 17-year-old are with a young lady and you in your mind believe you're gonna be with that young lady for the rest of your life, you're 90% chance you're wrong. Like, there's a huge 95. Like, there's a huge fucking percentage of chances that you are way off base with where you think you're going to end up. And I was there. And
the older woman that I ran away for, I can't say ran away with, but I ran away for, like, from my house. Me, like, she was like that kind of upgrade for me because I was always around a lot of older men. And they gave me a lot of knowledge, but I never really received that. Like, you know, I had my mom and my sisters and shit like that. But that older woman, like in the relationship type of situation, that was that upgrade for me. So I'm like, when you get that knowledge and shit, that's why I'm fucking with you, Kev, because I was like, I got that and I wanted to kind of take that back and show people like, yeah, like I've had this.
Look experience. At me. Yeah, I've grown.
Like, my chest was like, yeah.
The thing is, though, and this is what's super weird about it is that at the end of all of that, it's like you done been through so much shit that now, like, it's sobering kind of like, and you see it so many different places. It's kind of almost like, and your OGs will fuck you up. Niggas, listen to me. Your old heads don't know shit. They know shit, but they don't really know shit. All right? And when I say they know shit from their experience and the women they deal with and the things that they've been through. But
it's almost 90% trauma with them.
Right. Because they dealt with shit in a fucked up way. So don't
apply that shit
to your shit. It's always gonna go bad. Your OGs don't know what the fuck they talking about.
When you're shorty mad, don't let him make no spaghetti for you. Like
crazy shit.
Who hurt you, sis?
Listen, that's the best spaghetti I've ever had.
Look, happy wife, happy life. No, nigga, that's not how this works.
That's ugly. I don't like that term. That's crazy.
Listen, I tell you from the door, it's happy spouse, happy house. That's the way it works. It's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. You can't go nowhere and only one motherfucker happy. You can't survive in a situation where she good and you alright. Because if you alright, you gonna fill in them blanks. And 9 times out of 10, them blanks gonna be another bitch. And that's just the reality of it.
I've been replacing it with getting high and going to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I have the nastiest relationship with getting high and go to sleep. Like when you see P, ask her. Like she be like, yo, like she be like, yo, like it's really drool like on your face right now. Like nasty, like a lot.
Dog, it's different, man. It's different out here in these motherfucking trenches. Hour 55 in. We got about 5 minutes left before we wrap. I want to get into closing thoughts. I want to thank everybody for pulling up. I think this was a great show. Hey, look, you said at the beginning this is going to be one of them ones. This is definitely one of them ones, bro. Rob, we don't miss when you here, bro. Every time you show up, the shit's a blast. So, like, we appreciate the energy that you bring, except for Hood because he's sleeping on the couch tonight. But,
I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time.
Nope. I ain't sleeping. No, I'm sleeping on my goddamn bed while I ain't But I mean, we be sharing the maternity
shit now.
we be sharing the maternity pillow, but like she can have most of it tonight.
She can have most of it. Keep a fucking pillow out your crotch.
Facts, yeah. No, he definitely wilding with the pillow. Yo, oh shit, I gotta show you this, Rob. He calling out next time you. I love calling out like this nigga got PTO. This is nobody gets a check for this. Calling out is hilarious.
Listen, I apologize to you. I don't know what it is, like, but I like since
Rob, every
this
time
brother,
you hear
like,
this nigga show off, like he really do. He show off every time you show up, bro.
Listen, I'm hood adjacent. Like I'm ratchet adjacent. I love it. I love it. I'll eat that shit up. I love it.
Big shout out to Left, man, and Left not with us, but hopefully.
That's sad. Don't say you're not with us like that. That's rough.
Well, I wasn't finished. Hold on, let me finish. Because the brother's at work, his schedule, work schedule changes. And he can start, being in the building with us on Thursdays a little bit more.
About the people.
I was about to start singing. We always love Big Papa, Big Papa.
We always got you laugh. Oh shit, that's wild. So we about to get into closing thoughts. Shadi, I'm gonna start with you because you've been avoiding your personal time all night. So I'm like closing thoughts, Shadi. What's up?
My show starts June 11th.
Talk that shit.
So if there's any names y'all can think of, I'm excited. I really am. It's time.
No, Shadi, listen. You already know we are in the fucking building. Tell me when and where.
Social Shadi Social Lounge.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I like the name.
Yeah, I like that.
Saturday morning. I just want it to be dope. Nothing but
that sounds like a vibe. I'm there for Shadi Social Lounge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Shadi Social Lounge. That's what I'm
saying. There you
go. Saturday morning, we just chilling.
Hey, Shadi, soon as you got graphics and all that, send it to me. That shit is on every page we got. We promoing that shit.
You should let me make the intro.
Please.
Like not no raps or nothing, like just some fly shit.
Okay. I need to do drops, all of that.
Yeah, oh no, we
Shadi, do you mind if I follow you on social media? Because I want to keep up with this.
Yeah, please. Okay. I'll drop it in the chat. So yeah, Saturday, June 11th, Philly Heat 100. I sound like real serious. This is getting deep.
Yeah.
Like, it's pressure time.
Oh man, we like that though. Pressure makes diamonds. We out here.
That finish line.
Pressure make diamonds, nigga. We out here. I love it.
that's my closing thoughts. It's a good season, y'all. Stay happy.
Shout out to Shadi. We gonna be in there for that. I can't wait for that shit. Hood, closing thoughts, good brother.
I don't know, bro. We good. I said earlier, we've been talking about doing some other things lately, and the one song that keep kind of like popping up to me is about. I mean, it's a Bad Bunny song, but it's "Estamos Bien." It's like we good.
We
so
good.
It's kind of like that's just kind of like how I've been feeling. Work been like a motherfucker. It's been my first week back at work for since 3 weeks.
Right.
I had
COVID shit was wild.
It wasn't that bad, but it was all right. I went to the super spreader event.
I mean, but between the COVID and the situation, rest in peace to Grandma. By the way, we definitely gotta give Grandma her salutations on the show.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to G-Mom, man. That
shit was so deep. I had to. I ain't gonna go crazy, but I called like several people from the old gig because there were people so invested in. Because like think about like how much PTO I was just giving because people was knowing that I was going down there to go take care of my grandma, shit like that.
Right.
But like it was, I've been exhausted my PTO on personal shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like I made some phone calls with bridges that I mean not necessarily burnt bridges, but like hey, I just wanted to just give you a heads up. Like I know you was kind of personally invested in this. Right. she moved on. But I mean it's all right. Like I'm not too beat up about it. I'm beat up, but I'm not too beat up,
Right. I mean, it's levels. It's always levels. But
the one thing that I definitely want to say before we shut it down, I definitely want to shout my baby out. My grandma did pass on her birthday, and she really ate that shit. She's supposed to, but it didn't feel like it.
Right.
Because I really wanted her to enjoy herself, and also I'm just weird about death, so I don't be wanting this because like for real, I had to be in a room while they was working on her. So like my girl's out there with 30 something of my family members. She don't know nobody for real. And like she just sitting there remaining positive while I'm in there with my sister that I don't really like that much. And we kind of having this moment. And the way in which that she held it down, like that was like if I ever had any doubt or if I ever had any like I mean, we look at bitches' asses together anyway. But if I ever try to look at a bitch ass on a sneak, all of those levels are like any level of temptation that I may have ever had is completely abolished for the way she just like walked that shit down. And then we were able to just have like a moment from God, like God telling me like, yo, like bro, like I know shit's hard, but I'm real. We set it up. We set it up to do our pictures on Saturday, unbeknownst to everybody coming to the photo shoot matching. So it's only right that I make sure that y'all get a picture together without me. You know what I mean? Like her mom, her dad, nobody.
I'm literally looking at this picture right now, bro.
All of
like,
it,
I'm literally looking at the picture right now. That's fire.
And like that's nothing but God. We had an amazing day. So I mean, I feel all right.
Indeed.
It's a good season. See?
It's a good season.
It is.
Every Wednesday at 8:00, my guy has the question and answer show on
the
Freaky
Deaky show.
That's
the Uncle Luke.
Like, y'all see a slightly dumbed down version of Rob. Rob vicious in his own genre. He's vicious as the host. He talk crazy to these people, but it's all love though, and it's a lot of fun. So please make sure you're on there. Final thoughts from you, good brother.
My final thoughts is for everybody, just be kind to yourself. If you feel like you burnt out, you feel like you need some time, you feel like you need to set a boundary between you and people or something, do that. Like, be kind to you. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You always take care of yourself. Once you take care of you, you can take care of everybody else under you.
Facts. Nigga, if you ain't no good, you ain't no good to nobody. Say that right there. That's what it's really about. If you ain't no good, you ain't no good to nobody. You got to take care of yourself. That's real shit, Rob. I love it. For me, and just give me like 2 or 3 minutes to really kind of have my little tangent here. So, number one, shout out to my mom. I love you, Mom. My mom is in the hospital right now. She's dealing with some heart trouble and a couple other medical issues. She's been there since last Friday. Hopefully she'll be home sometime this weekend, but we can't really predict that. We'll see. we're very open about our struggles with our depression and our anxieties and the things that we all go through here. We're very open about that. We're very to the forefront with that. We don't hold that shit back from y'all purposely, because we want you to feel and understand that these things are natural feelings, and when you go through this shit, you're supposed to let somebody know. You're not supposed to go through these things solo and by yourself. I have been fucked up for the last couple of weeks. My wife's been trying to push me through. All the people that I care about in my life who know what I'm going through are trying to push me through. The people who don't know what I'm going through can sense there's something not right with me, and they're trying to push me through. I get so much good energy and good feelings and good vibes from the people in my life that I know really give a fuck about me, and I love y'all for that. Hood, you're included in that. Rob, you too. Shadi, I very purposely surround myself with people who understand that life is a day by day thing, and every day not going to be as good or as bad as the previous day, and you deal with what the day gives you, and you go from there. I very purposely and intentionally surround myself with those kind of people. I didn't even want to do the show tonight. Honestly, I didn't. We weren't on last week because I told you because of the prom, but like my headspace was not here. Hood called me. I talked to them earlier this week. Bro said he wasn't going. He really wasn't in a great space to do it, and I wasn't going to do it. And I was like, you know what? I need this.
I even told bro at work we weren't doing it. For real.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But this is like we talked about safe spaces. This is really my safest space. Like I come here every Thursday, and I moderate this situation, but I need it. It's a release. It's a moment for me to be away from the real life stress and all the things that's happening. And I don't do none of this for views. Like none of this that happens is because I want a bunch of motherfuckers to watch us. Don't get it twisted. I want a bunch of motherfuckers to watch us. But if that doesn't happen, I'm still gonna be here next week. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna change me showing up, because I don't show up for that. I show up for me. I show up for the people that come here with me. I show up for y'all, like in that sense. And it's absolutely a blessing to have y'all in my circle, and I love y'all for that. Like, and I don't say that shit like with any sort of jest or like, I really mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. Real live love y'all for being here in these spaces with me, because I don't know how I would handle this without this. This is not just something that I do. It's something that I need. And I really appreciate the hell out of everybody who supports me within this. It is not easy. I get it. I fucking get it. If nobody else gets it, I get it. But I appreciate y'all taking y'all time to come here, be with me, support me in this moment, and be on this mission with me, which is why when Shadi dropped June 11th, I'm going to be on lives and all that kind of shit, saying shit. When Hood drop an album, that shit's getting promo. When Rob drop an album, that shit's getting promo. Left just dropped the single, Wise and Like Kid, and that shit is fire. Like, and I'm not saying that because that's my brother. That song is crazy. Like, he's really doing this thing.
Yo, he really knocked the dust off. I ain't gonna hold you.
Cooked that shit. Yeah. Didn't he? Hood, didn't he cook that shit?
He knocked the dust off.
I cannot lie. I was like, damn.
He
like,
dog walked.
He ain't been in the booth for a minute, and he went in.
Yeah,
like,
he dog walked that shit.
Go download or buy or stream Wise and Like Kid by Lefty. It's his new single. They putting a whole little compilation project together. Shout out to Spoiled Coffee Entertainment, my cousin Encore, my main man Walt, my main Rod, all them niggas. They doing their thing, man. These niggas can rap, and they not rapping like new niggas. They rapping boom bap, old school, hardcore shit.
Bro,
shit that you
plug me in, because niggas know I can rap.
Listen, I got a lot of things, and this is the second part. I realize that I'm not working hard enough. And this is just a personal realization for me. I got access and I got all these things that I could be doing. And sometimes I tend to let my depression and my anxiety stop me, because in those moments, it's easier to just say, I don't want to do it. That's the easy decision, to say, I don't want to do it. But realistically, I have something here, and I have something that people need to hear. And I got connections and a network that could really be beneficial to more than just the people we fuck with, to everybody that we can reach. And I'm going to work harder. And that's my promise to y'all. I'm about to start working real hard. Y'all about to get real fucking tired of me. And I'm okay with that. Like, I want you to be tired of me. I want you to be like, nigga, you don't have to post today. I'm really about to get in that bag because y'all need this. Not because I think y'all need it, but because I know once it's out there, y'all going to digest it and love it, and y'all need this. And I'm about to really do what I know all the people who are pouring into me think I'm capable of doing. I'm about to start working harder, y'all. And that's my closing thought on this, man. Episode 47, Literally Anything podcast for the people. Shadi got her show dropping June fucking 11th. Yeah, Shadi.
I feel about Father's Day.
Yeah.
Had to go.
Yeah, no, Shadi right in time for her favorite holiday of the whole year. For those of you who don't know, Shadi give all the daddies a shout out every year, and it's all different levels of daddies in her flow.
I want to give a shout out to all the daddies, the fine daddies, the bald head daddies, the strong back daddies. This year I'm adding in the gray beard daddies. That's important. The tall daddies, the cat daddies, but guess who? Not my baby daddy. So shout out to all the daddies.
What about the
Everybody
Hoochie
but
daddies?
her baby
What about
daddy.
the Hoochie daddies?
Where the Hoochie daddies at?
Save that
Where the
for
little
next
daddies
year.
at?
This year my focus is the gray beard.
I just gave y'all all that love, and y'all gonna say that shit after that. Man, fuck out of here. Like,
the gray beard daddies this year.
listen, hold up. I got 3 on this side right here. I'm in there. Hey, Shadi, you be thinking because I got a wife. Hey, no, fuck that. No, wait a minute. Let me just address something real quick. Hey, Shadi, I need a daddy shout out. I ain't your daddy, but I'm a daddy, and I'm the shit. So I get love too. And you always be, no, because Shadi, you always be like, no, because your wife, my wife, no, it's all right. I'm allowed to be fine, goddamn it.
Because listen, don't.
She ain't here for the trouble. She don't nobody want a nigga that don't nobody else want. I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't want no woman that don't nobody else want. You don't want no man that don't nobody else want. You want other motherfuckers to want the nigga you with. Now you might not want them to say nothing to him, but you want to know in their mind that they want the motherfucker you deal with.
All right, Cat, you can add it
my
to
bitch
the
ugly then because I don't play none of that. My bitch ugly then I don't. You can't like her. You can't. None of that. Hard eyes get quick eyes.
Normal people don't want anybody that nobody else
There we
wants.
go. That's the clarification we needed. Normal. That's the clarification.
Don't want nobody like.
It's all the daddies. I got you, Cass. Yeah.
NG. So with that being said, we will be right back here at the same time next week with the same bullshit, talk shit, have a little fun, go the fuck home. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We love y'all. We hope y'all love us. And if not, eat a dick. It's all right. We gonna be here. Love y'all.